Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for those born in the year of the goat. So not Western star signs. Now, as such, it's a general reading. General reading rules apply. All the details about the reading are down in the description, but briefly, it'll either apply to you or it won't. But these sort of readings are more a case of when you find this circumstance, you can go, aha, I was told about this. You can ask a question beforehand. It's not really a spread designed to answer that, but might be useful for you, so give it a go if you want. If you've seen my other videos, you know what I mean about asking a question. Timing is far from absolute with any form of divination. So, and if someone else appears in your reading, not that I can see anybody here, to be honest, that doesn't mean that you're just locked in a room on your own. It just means the reading's about you. But if someone else does appear in the reading, then roles can get reversed because the cards don't come with name tags. Now, also down in the description below, there is a link to the Facebook page for this channel. Now, that page has its own inbox. So if you want to contact me directly for a personal reading, that's one of the ways to do it. I think my Twitter's down there as well. I can't think of anything else to say, really. So that's the housekeeping done. Let me bring the cards up for you. Now, I have to confess, when I was researching the cards, and I looked up the hexagram, because I'm still at the stage of looking up the hexagrams. I do not know them off by heart. I've been using the I Ching for years, but I still don't know them off by heart. It made me burst out laughing with the amount of messages that are here in the cards already. So we're starting with the Four of Pentacles. So I feel that you're... I don't feel like it's been protective, defensive as such. It's more like taking stock. There is a new foundation because on the bottoms of the decks we have the Six of Swords, Knight of Swords, Strength reversed, and the Ace to the Two of Cups in between tarot. Now the Ace to the Two of Cups speaks about undiscovered emotional potential, and you've got a new beginning going on. Because the Six of Swords is telling me that you are arriving, or you are heading to a new destination, now whether this means a new job or a new philosophy or a new place, it's certainly you are going into new territory, and you're going in with some amount of speed. And I feel that there is more of an intellectual than a physical component with this, with the Knight of Swords being here. But it's also in reaction to something where you have been feeling blocked. It's like, is my new beginning here? Is my new beginning here? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? In fact, I might even, if I remember, call the reading, Are We There Yet? Because, no, you're not there yet. But be patient, because you're getting there. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, as I say, clarified by the world. So I feel like you are taking stock of your new position. And you are going, right, am I... Ace to the Two of Cups here basically is summed up by the phrase to be or not to be. Ace to the Two of Wands. Am I going to go ahead? Or am I not? And it looks like that you are in a process of cutting a few things out and really taking the time to discern what is necessary and what isn't. And I believe that this is a good thing, because you are taking control of the only things that you can take control of. What's that prayer? I never remember it offhand. Dear Lord, please give me the wisdom to change the things that I can, and the acceptance regarding the things that I can't, or something like that. And I do believe that you are taking that option to change the things that you can, and actually opening up some form of, with the 2 queens here at the bottom, well, 3 queens if you count that Queen of Swords, there is an element of taking charge, but there's an element of taking charge in a reactive rather than an active way. But I want to say that this is a good thing, because you are taking stock and you are taking time to notice things that may be otherwise have escaped your attention, and that you may, it's like suddenly, oh, I never realised that book was there. It's only been sat there for 5 years. That sort of, oh, I didn't know that that was going on in the background. All those sort of things that you can notice that haven't been brought to the forefront of your attention for a long, long time, if ever. But right now you are in a period of, well, motion without moving. Because you are heading for a new beginning, which I think is what you were wanting. But this Hanged Man, clarified here by the 3 of Wands, is telling me, where's this new beginning then? Come on. Come on. Give me this new beginning. Yeah, you're going to have to wait. But you don't have to wait that long. But this is a really important preparation time where you can divest yourself of all the various things that, well, one, are untrue. From the Quantum Oracle, well, from both oracles, Quantum Oracle and Enchanted Map, 2 cards wanted to come out. And you've got a whole pile of cards right at the end of the reading. So I will say this has got a happy ending, which I think is better than the last reading I just did that was for horse. But you've definitely got a happy ending here. But we have discovery and deception from the Quantum Oracle. But I don't feel that that deception is necessarily anything that's, well, malicious. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's malicious. I don't necessarily think it's where you've been deceiving yourself apart from the point of, if there is things that you hadn't noticed, those things that you hadn't noticed actually ran contrary to your view of the situation as it is. So they do have some importance. They're not just things that you haven't noticed and it doesn't really matter. Oh, well, you never noticed that ornament on the mantelpiece that's been there for 15 years. No, it's not that. It's all these things that you are discovering are making you go, oh, that throws a different light on things. Because if that's that, that makes sense of that situation, and that makes sense of why they acted like that, and so on and so forth as the dominoes fall. But it's also, this is bringing you into a real period of sovereignty. This is what I get with this trinity of queens. You are moving forward in your own suddenly can't speak, sovereignty. But I really feel, even though it's in the receptive rather than 3 kings of the acting, it's not the time to act at the moment. It is indeed the time to take stock and go, okay, I can see that I'm heading to this new place. Now, I don't know whether you're there yet or not, but you are heading to the new place. But with the Enchanted Map Oracle, we have Deep Freeze and Solitude. And right in the top of the deck, as I've already pointed out, the Hanged Man, there's that period of time where you're going, well, hang on a minute, that doesn't make sense. And then you look harder and something clicks into place. And as I say, the dominoes fall. There is definitely a shedding of things that you no longer see the value in. We've got the Tower at the bottom of the spread here, clarified by the 6 of coins, 6 of pentacles. But what is beautiful is right in the middle, from the in-between tarot, the 10 to the Ace of Cups, and clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Now, as you know, the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. Yes, I'm doing another tarot reading telling you about a new beginning. But this is what you've been wanting. This is what you've been working towards. This is not news. This is something that you have seen over the horizon. And this taking stock process has been you preparing yourself for this springboard to launch forward. Now, the 10 to the Ace of Cups, I'll read it out if I can find it. A promise of a fresh start. And there is definitely a fresh start shown in this card, because the pool of water is showing new emotion illuminated by the sun. So information and emotion, positive emotion, something that you are willing to walk towards, something that you are willing to add your happiness to. Now, it's not just that you are gaining happiness. This is something that you are adding your happiness to as well. Because right at the end of this top row, we've got 9 of Cups with the Knave of Pentacles, or as I would know it, the Page of Pentacles, which, as you know, if you've watched any of my readings before, that's the level up card. That's the, okay, you go from mastering the 1 to 10 to starting as a beginner on the next level. But you have all the expertise of the 1 to 10 behind you already. So you are capable, but you've gone up a league, like going up a league in a sports division. Or going up a division. Yeah, going up a league, going up a division. I don't know. I don't really speak football. But, you know, like going from 2nd division to 1st division, or 1st division to whatever that thing that they created in the 90s is now called Premier Division, which I would have thought had been 1st, but hey-ho. There's a sense here of everything suddenly clicking into place once you have cast away those things that you are no longer seeing value in. Now, considering that I am doing this reading the day before the new moon about a lot of this as well. So this is perfect timing. But what made me laugh out loud, we've got hexagram number 5. Now, this is water above and heaven below. When water moves into the sky to create clouds, nothing can be done but to wait for the rain to fall in its own time. Thus it behooves one to be cheerful and accept the time of waiting. Now do you see why I burst out laughing? Worry will not change the circumstances any more than it can change the clouds and rain. Bide your time and quietly prepare for the future. Which is what all of this is saying, because your future is bright. I've got the O2 phrase going in my head of your future is bright, your future is orange. But let's just stick with bright, hey? Because there is a wish fulfillment as you level up. So it's not that there's a wish fulfillment, oh, everything's perfect all of a sudden. It's a wish fulfillment as in, I've always wanted the chance to do this. And now you have the opportunity to do this. And that opportunity is the wish fulfillment. How you manage that opportunity is up to you, but that opportunity in and of itself is a wish fulfillment. Because you are graduating here, page to the Knight of Wands, to a whole new level. You are merging what remains after this getting rid period and shedding of things that have no value period. And discovering whatever these deceptions are. Now, I want to say with these deceptions again, I don't think they're malicious. I don't think it's like members of the family or the workforce or the state or whoever lying to you. It's more misapprehensions that have arisen through not noticing something. Through the omission of observation, the omission of facts that just didn't register. Simple as that, because you didn't have or didn't give yourself the opportunity to look at that precise matter, whatever it is, that precise aspect of your situation. You just hadn't paid it any attention because probably there was a lot else going on. The Six of Swords rather implies that. Because when somebody is moving from the Six of Swords, if you think about it, they're moving away from the Five of Swords. They're moving away from some form of conflict, some form of, whether it is actual conflict, whether it is arguments and oppositions, or whether it is just a more stormy time where you had been focused on one side or the other of a argument. So, Ace of Pentacles here in the middle with a promise of a fresh start, and here, Ace of Pentacles again with the Wheel of Fortune. And that Wheel of Fortune is echoed again here with the Ace of Cups. So there's that whole new dream. You know what I was telling you about that untapped emotional potential? There really is, like I was saying in the middle, it's not just that you are becoming happy. It is that you are adding the happiness that you already have to something that's going to make you even happier. But, because happiness plus more happiness equals more happiness. But it's a dynamic happiness. It's also, I'm reminded of the nature of the 9. Now, the nature of the 9 is an element of an influence of the divine, which is echoed here by the 4 of Cups and here by the Hierophant. So higher spiritual purpose, listening to your guidance, all of those sort of things. But in numerology, 9s are always there, but they can always disappear. Their power is always felt, but rarely seen. Oh, that sounds like a low plane. So, as I say, that wish fulfillment is the opportunity itself, not necessarily the successful application of that opportunity, because that's up to you. But things are going to go in your favour. Let's face it, if you're a farmer, you want the rain to arrive, but you want it to arrive in the right way. But with these 2 Wheel of Fortunes, things are going to go your way. But you've got to clear out space first to allow these things to appear in your life. You've got to get rid of the stuff that has no value. You've got to decide. It's almost like you've got to decide where you are flying your flag, so to speak. Because this is a process that promises revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. So there's been a lot of these sort of readings recently for different signs, and where people are falling into the, not falling, are walking in, grabbing the roles in life where these are the things that they have come here to do. And go, this is yours by the looks of it. There is an opportunity to, no, it doesn't say what it is that you're doing at all. But where this reading is relevant is if you are moving into that new environment and taking stock of where you are now. And as I said, that can be intellectual, that can be in employment, that could be emotional, that could be physical. There's so many different new environments and new ways to have new environments nowadays as well, considering none of us are leaving the house and we're all living online. So there's so much potential here for you, but I can understand if right now you are frustrated because the potential isn't there in front of you right now. I mean, it really is, but you've got some housekeeping to do first. Right, so I pulled a verse from the Tao Te Ching. This is decreasing, verse number 48. In the course of learning, one increases every day. In the course of Tao, one decreases every day. Decreasing and decreasing until doing nothing. Doing nothing, yet everything is done. That is why he who aims at rulership should let things take their course. My emphasis, obviously. But this is what this whole first half of the reading is about. Let things take their course. Let things fall away as they fall away. And there may well be things that you decide to let fall away deliberately. And that's fine. But the new things will be coming in, so don't seek to replace them like that. Let the world do that for you, and that's why it's queens and not kings. Because these Wheel of Fortunes and both Ace of Pentacles here is telling me that's what's going to happen for you. That is why he who aims at rulership should let things take their course. Should he try to interfere, he is not worthy at aiming at rulership. So there's almost, you come into your power by simply being receptive here. I mean, let's face it, I've told you loads of actions that you need to take, but all of them are reactive. All of them are thoughtful. All of them are, hang on a minute, do I really need this or not? Now, your reading's now twice as long as any of the other signs, I think, but this is a really, really positive reading. So if you are in a space right now where you're feeling a little stuck, but you're in a new space where all of a sudden you're feeling stuck, then, yeah, help is on the horizon, definitely. And it's not even help, it's the right stuff is on the horizon. Okay, Goat, if this means anything to you, comment down below. I'm going to try and get some new moon readings done today as well, once I finish this Chinese Zodiac. They may just, depending on the time, they may just be by element, but hey ho, we'll see. But in the meantime, yeah, stick at it. And don't be frustrated. Cheers.